Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to the Institute of Health Sciences online information evening for the Diploma in Nutrition and Lifestyle Coaching. My name's Lawrence, I'm one of the directors of the college. I deal with some of the bits and pieces in the background, finances and marketing and the IT and such like as well, so I don't have anything to do with the actual learning process. You might be glad to hear. I'm just going to check to make sure I'm not using my normal computer, so just making sure it's working. The webcam on mine doesn't work and this one's set up slightly different, but seems to be working okay. So I'll just pop back to the original screen. So good evening, welcome. As I said before, just this evening going to be talking about the Diploma in Nutrition and Lifestyle Coaching. I'll just go through the layout of how the evening is. We will be sending you a link to the recording for you in the morning so that you can go through it again afterwards. There'll be time for questions at the end. I'm sure a lot of you are used to using Zoom over the last 6 months or so. This is something different. This is the webinar add-on. So rather than a normal Zoom meeting, it's more one way. So the only way you guys can actually communicate with me is to type questions into the questions Q&A box or the comments box there, and I'll go through any questions at the end. Please, unless you need to, if you could just maybe refrain from putting questions down for the moment, because it might be that the answers will come up during the course of the evening anyway. Okay, so the agenda. Firstly, we'll just briefly talk about the Institute of Health Sciences, or IHS as we're sometimes known, and then we'll just be talking about Diploma in Nutrition and Lifestyle Coaching, and then time for questions at the end, as I said. Okay, so firstly, who are we? Well, we're an industry and academically recognised training institute. We specialise in nutrition and coaching, health and wellness and courses around that. We've been going since 2005, so we're just about to enter our 16th year as a training provider. And at any one time, we've got thousands of students enrolled with us, and that's globally as well. That's all over the world, predominantly the UK, Ireland, Europe. We get a great many people in the Middle East. And from further afield as well. So our courses are part-time in class when they run. Obviously at the moment they're not, with online study options, and the courses are designed for adult learners. And all of our courses combine evidence-based, personalised and integrative approaches to managing health. So we ensure that all of our students, whether they're in class when that's happening or online, have a supported, dynamic and interactive learning experience. We like to make it as interesting for you as possible. And the IHS team, I think there's about 24 of us now. There's a real cross-section of education, background, scientific practitioners. I think pretty much everyone most people are practicing, certainly in the academic department, with also coaching and a wealth of business experience behind them as well. Okay, so firstly, I'll just briefly talk about our learning environment. We use a system called Moodle, which is a virtual learning environment, it's a VLE. So all of the course material, the assessments and the handbooks and the forums and all these bits and pieces are found on there. So we're not emailing stuff through to you. You're not having to email separately. Everything's uploaded onto this. There's only one place to go. So there's a Moodle mobile app, which is can be used on phones and tablets as well, so that you can sort of work. If you're still commuting at the moment, you can use it on your commute to access your material. Now, you do need a desktop computer or a laptop for some functions, and it's not really a limitation with the app as such. It's actually a limitation with how mobile devices handle files. So you can't really be uploading files and coursework and bits and pieces like that, but you can certainly download course material on your phone, and you can access it on the go, including recordings and the such like as well. So that's how we present the material. Okay, you'll see at several points during the season I'll be talking about student support. It really is at the core of what we do. Throughout your studies with us, with the Diploma in Nutrition and Lifestyle Coaching, from the outset, you're assigned a personal tutor who works with you throughout the course. The personal tutor marks your assessments, helps you plan your study time, gives you the day-to-day support that you need. Each unit has a unit leader who's responsible for the writing of the material and all of the bonus material and the media that come with it as well. And then there's a course leader, which is Caroline in this case, and we have a dedicated student support officer as well, so if it needs to go further up the scale to help you out. Okay, so here's a few bits and pieces that we've had some students and graduates have said about us. I think, you know, within there you can see where the support comes from, and we do one of the biggest reports we get from graduates is what a massive change it makes. We get a lot of people who've come in and do this course from a completely different background. Finance is very popular. People seem to want to leave finance and go into the health and wellness industry, and it has a massive effect on obviously their careers. You know, it changes often into something that they really, really want to be doing, something that's a passion, but also in their own lives and looking at their own health and that of their families as well. So that comes through with these. Okay, so I'll start talking about the course. So the actual official name is the CI Level 4 Diploma in Nutrition and Lifestyle Coaching, BRQ, to give it its official title. So what is, firstly, if we go into what is nutrition and lifestyle coaching. So there's two sides to it. Basically, you're working with individuals or groups of people to help them improve their health and their well-being. And you do that two ways. Firstly, by finding out where they're at that moment when they're coming into you as a client for the first time. So that's, you know, doing dietary analysis using dietary analysis software. So looking at the food and the food groups and the nutrients and the variety and the quality of the food, how it's prepared, how they're cooking it, the eating behaviours, and then also the lifestyle analysis. So there's the sleep, stress, movement, support and environment as well, and plus the body composition analysis. So all of that comes through and it actually shows where they are at that moment in time with their diet, with their lifestyle. And so then you've got the baseline of seeing where they are. And then you've got to help them to get to where they would like to be. So there's really two sides to it. There's the personalised nutrition and lifestyle recommendations, where you're sort of taking on the what we call the expert role. You're actually saying, right, okay, this is I'm going to help you with meal planning. I think you should be doing this. You're lacking X, Y, Z, whatever it is. And then also on the lifestyle change. Now you're not just giving them because it's personalised. You might actually just saying, right, well, there's a dietary theory that says you can eat this X, Y, Z, and I think this suits you. You're actually going in and you're taking into account personal preferences, likes, dislikes, cooking abilities, time abilities, all of these type of things to actually help the client do that. And then obviously the lifestyle changes as well. You know, obviously in terms of exercise and movement and such like, and also giving over-the-counter supplements as well to be supporting the overall plan. And then you're using communication skills based on the coaching model, because it's all very well telling people, and it tends to be something of an issue in healthcare. I mean, it always has been, and it doesn't matter sort of what side of, if you look at two elements of healthcare being like the orthodox, like the standard healthcare systems of hospitals and the doctors and the such like, and then you look at the complementary side of things as well, it tends to be quite prescriptive, and it doesn't matter whether you're giving a prescription like a course of pills or like a lifestyle prescription. People find it very difficult to stick with it. So that's where the actual coaching element comes in, to actually help them make the changes. It's a lot more effective on that basis. So the key focus is offering advice, strategies, encouragement and support in making long-term diet and lifestyle changes, as you see there. Now it's important to say that nutrition and lifestyle coaches, or NLCs, that do not carry out symptoms analysis, and they're not qualified to diagnose or treat any named conditions. This is as per the UK Health Coaches Association scope of practice. It's a year-long, 10-month course to be able to do things like symptom analysis or diagnosing or treating named conditions. You're talking about a much longer, much more in-depth course. So that's the limit where it can get to. But so, say for example, if someone came to you with, say, a chronic condition of diabetes or something like that, you can't actually look at helping them manage that condition. The insurance for health coach just wouldn't cover that. But what you can actually do is help people improve their overall health and wellness, which can then have an impact on their condition, as a lot of stuff is now shown. Excuse me. So our uniquely practical approach to NLC training, there's 3 sides to it. So it's giving you the knowledge. So that's giving you the practical and evidence-based personalised nutrition and lifestyle knowledge, and then giving you the skills, being the key coaching skills to actually motivate the clients towards the lasting lifestyle change. That's the thing, that people can often make a change for a month, a few weeks, a month, or whatever, but actually making it stick, that's the trick. And then being client ready. So at the end of the course, and through the course, you see live clients, and there's business training from industry experts, and we give you a clinic toolkit. So that's all of the paperwork that you need, so you're ready to go to practice immediately upon graduation. So that's client consent forms, as well as actual fact sheets to give them about certain food types and bits and pieces there. And you have access to updated versions as well. So I think someone's just raised their hand, if I can get that. Sorry, I think it's Marita. You just raised your hand, and then do you want to, if you got something there, do you want to pop something into the Q&A box? If you got something to ask, or maybe you pressed it by mistake. I'll crack on. I'll crack on, and I'll see if anything comes through. Okay. So you got the paperwork, so you're ready to go once you graduated. So why study nutrition and lifestyle coaching at NHS? Firstly, there's 2 main sides to it. In terms of academic accreditation, it's actually an Ofqual UK level 4 regulated qualification. So UK level 4 for anyone here from Ireland is equivalent to QQI level 6. EQF is European Qualification Framework, so that's throughout Europe, because every country in Europe uses a different system. But the EQF gives it a level 5. So as a regulated qualification, and to give you an example, for those of you in the UK, an A level is a regulated qualification, albeit at a lower level. It's a level 3. So Ofqual report to Parliament. They're in charge of the qualification. So that gives certainty to you as a learner about the quality of the course and the validity of it as well. Just got a question come through. My sound is extremely echoey. Oh, is it? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm actually not in my normal office. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just move this a bit closer, and I'll speak a bit more softly. Sorry, you might be seeing me a bit more closely than you actually want. So I'll speak a bit more softly. I've got a very boomy voice, and this is one of my colleagues' office, and it's completely empty. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. So I'll just speak a bit more quietly. Hopefully it'll be better. Okay. So it's a regulated qualification. So in terms of level, UK level 4 is the same level as the first year of a degree program. So the first year would be level 4, second year level 5, and then level 6, and that's how a degree works. So that's goes. And then the other side of it is industry recognition. It's recognised by the UK Health Coaches Association. That's for UK and Irish-based graduates. They're an excellent association. They've only been going probably for about 3 years, something like that. Very, very good, very, very proactive. You can also join the Complementary Medical Association. You can get insurance directly as well through Baylands Insurance Brokers. And there's a new one as well, which we're using, who do pretty much every country throughout Europe. BGI, I think they're called as well. So you can get insurance directly through those people as well. So as it, excuse me, as it says there, the recent research results, personalised nutrition is more effective than general recommendations for improving health, because it tends to be that healthcare just looks at the whole of sort of society and like everyone should be doing this, everyone should be doing that, which is okay, could well be the case in general, but actually going in at a personal level and finding out what the requirements are for an individual can work out better. So we show you step by step how to use your new knowledge so you're confident in your ability when you graduate. Okay, so career opportunities. Very, very wide, really. We have students who, in all, doing just about everything. You can pretty much design your career to suit all of your strengths and your goals and your lifestyle. So, the vast majority of students are self-employed in private practice, either independently or in an integrated healthcare clinic. A lot of people do a lot of talks and education of the public. So, like where it says evening classes and group programs. You can become a Zest for Life affiliate, which is Zest for Life is Patrick Holford's organisation. I think he's still involved with it. Employment within the health retail industry, as you can see there, working alongside weight loss clinics and gyms and pharmacies, corporate wellness programs. I mean, that's a very big thing nowadays if people are actually going into the office. Going into larger companies and helping with the health of their employees, reducing absenteeism and such like as well, and then contributing articles to health magazines and newspapers, and then food nutrient analysis consultation, restaurants, food production companies, and obviously enhancing current careers. So we get a great deal of chefs, people who are teachers, people who are carers, fitness professionals, people with other complementary therapies, medical doctors, all sorts. It really is very wide, and so it's moving on. And expanding what they can do. Okay, so I'll just talk a little bit about graduate support. So upon graduation, we have a closed graduate Facebook group. So within there, and this really came to the fore when lockdown started in March, we really concentrated on the graduates, especially we had a group who'd obviously just graduated, and lockdown happened, as you can imagine, it was a bit nerve-wracking for some. So we started doing a lot of, at the time we were doing like weekly Facebook lives. So beyond, we had copywriters, we had marketing experts, we had stuff on graphic design. We still do Facebook lives probably about once a month now, but we do a great deal of other stuff on there as well. We help with the social media. We have something like a Follow Fridays where we encourage graduates to put their details onto our main Facebook page to help to give wider recognition out to potential clients and the such like as well. Within there's a lot of opportunities for networking. As I mentioned earlier, all current client paperwork and protocols is put up there. So as anything changes, we put the paperwork up there so you can be kept up to date with the latest fact sheets, and also help and advice. And this, for example, this is a screenshot of a conversation that was started a few months ago. We're talking about Zoom. A lot of people are now using Zoom for their consultations as well. So, helping with things like that. So we're very much in the background. My wife, who's the other director, runs the social media, which is very, very, very much pushes the what's done there. And as well for the graduate support, we also have it. If you look on the website, there's a page, Graduate Focus, where once a month we take a graduate and who talks about what they're doing with the qualification, and we link back to their websites and social media as well, and then that will go out in the monthly newsletter. And also we do fairly regularly ebooks. We've probably got about 4 or 5 ebooks now, where graduates contribute, say, recipes along a particular theme, and then they have their details within that, and that's for free download for people who come onto the website. So some of them have been downloaded like 500,000 times. And we also do podcasts as well. They're about once a month as well. We have graduates who come along and do the podcast. You'll see the podcast on the website if you wanted to catch up. We just recorded another one yesterday, which will be up in the next couple of weeks as well. So these are all, obviously it works for us because we want to show what our graduates are capable of doing. It also works for our graduates because it gives them a little bit of, can't think of the word, puts them out there, put it that way. Okay, so there are 12 units in nutrition and lifestyle coaching. I won't sort of go through all of them. You can actually on the website you can download a unit outline which goes into slightly more detail. So there's 12 units. The biggest unit, which is at the bottom in the middle, the nutrition and lifestyle coaching in practice, is actually it's actually split throughout the course. That's a lot of the coaching and the clinical practice side of things. So it doesn't all come at the end. It actually comes in a lot earlier, but it's split into 3 parts. It's quite a long unit, it's about six weeks or something like that. So that's the bulk of those. But then, as you can see, it's sort of the course builds up until the end, where it's actually focusing on getting you, helping you to launch as a practitioner. Okay, so the summary of our approach to teaching. So flexible study. So now the in-class element would normally just run from September. So if you're looking at joining in February, it would just be on studying online. So we give you structured and interactive study material. The online and in-class students receive the same material, and we work closely with you throughout the course to help you achieve your study and professional goals. A personal tutor, as I mentioned, delivered by experts. As I said, our main thing is wanting you guys to graduate as confident and competent and ultimately successful practitioners as well. So the study is very interactive. So it's not just a load of text. There's a lot of multimedia clips. So for example, TED Talks and YouTube videos and recordings of consultations from some of our staff. You're put into buddy groups for some of the exercises, and there are guided forum discussions on certain things as well. So the way, in terms of assessment, the whole thing is very much development focused, and it's continuous assessment. It's pass fail. There's no exam or anything like that. So within the assessments, there could be quizzes, get to do dietary analysis and meal planning, part of the buddy coaching, writing reports, information sheets, case studies, paper-based and live, and reflective writing as well. So with the assessment, with each assessment that you have, it's pass-fail. You have to sort of show that you've reached the learning outcomes for each unit or section of a unit, and if you're off on some of it, so you haven't quite passed it, your personal tutor will give you the feedback and say, right, this is what you need to do, and then give you another little bit of work to do so you can cover that and catch back. So, as I said, it's pass or fail. You have to pass the whole thing to pass, but that's part of the course nowadays. So the course of the structure, excuse me, it's 10 months. Well, it's actually 10 months and 1 week, actually, to be specific to you, to complete the course. So that's from when the actual the course opens. Part of this left over from the September intake. So at the moment for January, February, it's entirely online. We're not running lectures for the September intake anyway because of COVID restrictions. We normally run them in London and Dublin, and I would normally say as well that anyone's free to join those. So if you wanted to join, assuming they'll all be up and running again next academic year, any of you who start in January, say for example, would be free to come to the lectures, workshops in London or Dublin to join those, almost as a revision purpose, maybe a bit of networking, meet some of the staff as well if you so wished. So the next start date is 25th of January, so that's actually the induction week. So within there's sort of just getting to grips with some of the handbooks and bits and pieces like that as well. There's an induction webinar normally on the Wednesday, I think. And then the first unit opens a week later on Monday, the 1st of February. You're looking at about 10 hours of study a week on average, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. And as I said earlier, it's continual assessment, so there's no exams. Okay, and we have, that's Norm there, Nutty November special offer. The second year we've run that now. Norm's now wearing a mask. Which you didn't last year, obviously. So within there, this is for fit. So if you sign up and pay your course fees or part of course fees for the end of this month, you get a free coaching skills course. There's a free ready study unit, and also you get free dietary analysis software, which you need for the course. Comes in around about unit 3, so it's about a month in. So you get 12 months free dietary analysis software, so you'll have it for a little bit after you graduate as well, so from the point when you get there. So that's if you, as I said, if you sign up, pay course fees before the end of this month. We'll still be running a special offer in December, but you won't be getting the coaching skills course. So it's quite a nice little course, a good introduction to coaching skills. It's been designed for people to help coach with their communication skills, like with family and within business as well. So that's our Nutty November special offer, which is now got, what date is it? It's the 18th, so you've got 12 days left, and that's just under 2 weeks. Okay, so the course fees, you've got, there's 3 options really. Paying monthly, so it'll be 10 monthly payments, comes to, in euros, 3,495, in sterling, 2,995. Or if you pay by semester, so that'd be 2 payments, which would be one if you look at the Nutty November before the course starts. And then there'll be, the second one would be end of June, I think it is, or just paying in full. You get a discount of €200 to £200, goes down to 3,295, 2,795. As I said earlier, online students can attend as many in-class weekends as they choose. Covering the same stuff there. And then finally, if you look on our website, or websites, we've got a couple, you can sign up for a free study trial. So it's based on, it's actually based on the first unit of the NLC course. So it's about health, I think. It's on the same Moodle site that we use. It's current course material and structured in line with the current IHS courses. So if you see the green button there saying try us for free, if you just click on that and register, and it will send you registration details within pretty much instantaneously. If it hasn't come through within about 5 minutes, please check in your junk folders and your promotion folders and all these other folders, the Hotmail and Gmail and Yahoo and all sorts of, quite difficult to get emails through to sometimes, so I might have to look around just in case it thinks it's spam, which it isn't. It's just registration. Okay, if you're enrolled today, this could be you next year. So there's a few of our students here, BJ, Yvonne, and Catherine as well, who are out there. As I said, if you go onto our website, look at the, I think it's under the menu header about IHS or about us, and down there you'll see graduate focus, and you'll see a load of graduates. As I said, we do them once a month, so you'll see them all on there, so you can see what they're up to, and you can see websites and Instagram pages and Facebook pages and all these bits and pieces as well. So what they do, but it's, you know, it really is quite, it's not limitless what you can do with the qualification, but it can take you to a lot of places that you might want to be going to. Also, actually, when I think about it, on the website, underneath where what the students say, I think there's a link that says what the clients say, and I put it up there. Just I've got some testimonials from clients of graduates as well, so it's interesting. Some of them you can almost sort of read their experience of the process of how we teach the consultations as well, so you can see that on there too. Okay, so we're getting near the end. So there are some options after you complete the Diploma in Nutrition and Lifestyle Coaching if you want to carry on. And if you're excited about exploring the link between food and nutrients and disease at a deeper and more scientific level, and also if you're one of those people who are excited by the functional medicine model of healthcare, then we have the Diploma in Nutritional Therapy, which is 2.5 years more on top of that. So the Diploma in Nutrition and Lifestyle Coaching is prerequisite of the Diploma in Nutritional Therapy. Then the other options, we do a lot shorter courses as well. So CPD courses, we have personalised sports nutrition, stress management. That's been a very popular one over the last 6 months, you might imagine. The coaching skills for everyday life, which is the one that I just mentioned, and the fundamentals of plant-based nutrition, which is a very popular one. So all of those courses, they're short courses. They're courses you can start at any time. We don't have set start dates. Once you start, you can get lifetime access to the course as well. We also do certificate in health and wellness coaching, which is pure health and wellness coaching. So it's for current healthcare practitioners, which is quite a wide term. Within there, that's just coaching skills. So it takes the coaching skills that, say, you would have learned in the Diploma in Nutrition and Lifestyle Coaching to a deeper level and builds on that. But there's no nutrition knowledge or anything like that. So that you have to be a healthcare practitioner. So for example, a nutrition and lifestyle coach or health coach or doctor or kinesiologist or whatever it is, you have to have one of those to do it as well. So that's another one. We've got quite a lot of NLC graduates go on and do that, find it really beneficial as well. Okay, so that's me finished prattling on. I hope I was less echoey there. I'm not very good at keeping my voice down. I'm hoping it worked out okay. So let's just open this then. Hi, Jesselyn. Will there be a graduation day? Well, yeah, I hope so. I mean, we were supposed to have one in May, got cancelled. We were then hoping to have one in October, got cancelled, obviously. And now we're actually, for the current graduates who are waiting for graduation, we're trying to put an online, try and make a really cool online one, because we just don't know what the situation is going to be. We do only, because we are actually, I'm English, but we're actually based in Dublin, so we've only ever actually done them in Dublin, but we're growing so massively in the UK. I don't know where you are, but even if you're outside of Ireland, coming to Dublin for a weekend for graduation, like we have quite a few students who do it, and it's great fun. So at the moment, yes, normally there would be a graduation, but we're not running them at the moment. So you would normally be there and wear the cap and the gown and everything like that. There's drinks and healthy food as well. Nothing unhealthy as well. Right, let's see. Giordano. What's the cost of insurance? Insurance, it's not a lot. You can check with. I don't know where you're from. I don't know whether you're in the UK or where you are. I think because if you join the UK Health Coaches Association, you get a discount. Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but it's less than £100. The dietary analysis software, the IHS student rate is normally €99 a year, something like that. Julia, is this the best course for a pharmacist? Do you have any pharmacists attend it? Yes, we have had pharmacists attend, actually. For me to say when you say it's the best course for a pharmacist, it really depends what that pharmacist wants to do with it, to be honest. I think maybe the best thing to do to answer that, because it's quite specific, is we'll be sending out the link to this recording in the morning and following up with a phone call as well. So which will be, I think Sheila's going to be making the calls. So maybe have a chat with Sheila, and then you can be a bit more specific, because it depends exactly what you want to be doing with it. But yes, we have had pharmacists do it. In fact, if you look on the graduate focus page, there's a mum and a daughter who graduated. Now, I can't remember whether that was nutritional, they did the whole nutritional therapy, or just the diploma in nutrition and lifestyle coaching, or possibly the course that diploma in nutrition and lifestyle coaching was before. They're pharmacists. I just can't for the life of me remember what they're called. But have a look on the graduate focus page. Oh, look, another pharmacist. That was a popular pharmacist this evening. How about a certificate? Will it be a download version? We actually send out two. You get the actual off-qual, the actual diploma certificate, which is the off-qual one, which comes from the awarding body. We also send out one with which is like an internal one, so it says you're an Institute of Health Sciences certified nutrition and lifestyle coach as well. Now, there's been a lot of problems. I don't know where you are, but there's a huge amount of problems with post at the minute, everywhere. Everywhere, trying to get anything posted out externally from anywhere is a bit of a nightmare. And I know the awarding body are talking about having an e-certificate possibility as well. But generally speaking, it would be, as it stands at the moment, a hard copy. Are there NHS job opportunities? Yeah, we do. The NHS now are actually taking on health coaches. They actually put out a sort of a tender exercise for it, which we spoke to them about, and it was kind of complicated. They didn't really seem to know exactly what they wanted. I know the UK Health Coaches Association have been speaking to them as well. And it might be that they might be in a better position to let you know how things have progressed by there, because I think they spoke to them more recently than we did. So if you contact the UK Health Coaches Association, they might be able to give you a better idea. But the way that it was presented to us is they wanted a really short course, which we didn't feel was enough. Like, it was like they only wanted like a maximum 4-day course for people then to be working in the NHS, and we just didn't think it was the right thing. But speak to the UK Health Coach Association, they might be able to give a better idea of what they are, because they're sort of at the cutting edge of that's there as well. So yeah, cost of the software, yeah, €100 or free if you sign up. That'll be free until just before Christmas, but you won't get the free coaching skills course. Oh, you're based in London. Great. Well, then you can come over to Dublin for a weekend. We've had groups come over from London for it. They had a great fun. Okay. I think. I hope I wasn't. I hope I was a bit clearer with the echoiness there. I think that is everything there. I'll just sort of start saying my goodbyes, and if you suddenly think of anything. Outside of that, if you've got any more queries, as I said, we'll follow up with emails tomorrow. You'll feel free to contact us anytime. Phone numbers are on the website, email address on the website. There's a web chat on the website as well, which I'm normally on. I try and be on there as much as possible during office hours. And you can come through straight to me, or you can on the email you can book a time that will be coming to you. You can book a time if you wanted to speak. You should be able to book a time if you want to speak to an enrolment consultant. You're speaking to Sheila or Nita or Liz or Joanne, one of those as well. So obviously we appreciate it's quite a big decision for people to make. So if there's anything that we can do to help with that, we're more than willing to do it as well. So I'm just going to check and make sure. It looks like good evening. After this course, can I practice outside of Europe? Yeah, you'd really have to check. The problem is the world's a really big place, and it's very difficult for us to keep track. Things change quite regularly. And so outside of our sort of main areas, which is Ireland and the UK and Europe, it's very difficult to sort of keep track of regulations of different countries. So if you wanted to speak to one of the enrolment consultants, let them know exactly where you are. But it's quite often a case, if it's sort of further afield, it's quite often a case of needing to check with the authorities as well. But we could well have experience of people who are from your neck of the woods that we can help out at as well. But in terms of being a recognised qualification, certainly academically, on the basis that it's an Ofqual regulated qualification, it's sort of been passed off essentially by Parliament, so UK Parliament. So it's taken as being accepted as a level of a qualification in terms of being able to practice. It does depend on where you are. Okay, I think I'm just about done. So I hope you all have a lovely evening. As I said, please feel free to contact us with any queries. If you want to enrol, you'll see there's an enrol now form on the website. If you click on that, fill the enrolment form out. When you submit it, it then takes you to a page to book in an interview. It's just a very short phone interview. It's about 15 or 20 minutes. Nothing to be worried about. It's more of a chat. Just that we want to make sure that you're right for the course and we're right for you as well. So it's a two-way sort of street as well. So it's nothing to worry about. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else to say. I think I'm just about done. I'll finish up now. Thank you for all of your time. I hope you enjoyed it. And look forward to hopefully welcoming you on board as students for the February intake. I'm just going to try and switch this off. Thank you all. Bye.